yes. I am excited to see you. Where is everybody? Welcome. Let me know if you're here. I can see 5 people on the live stream, and I can see that we have few people here that are commenting. Comment. Let me know if you're with me. Let's get started. Our speaker is right here. She's excited. She's waiting, and I really cannot wait for them. I am so excited for everyone tonight. Please join in. We've been waiting for this. Can you hear me? Can others hear me? Can you hear me, please? My voice is loud and clear, and my microphone is not muted. So, can you hear me, everybody? If you cannot hear me, please leave and join in again. Leave and join in again. Good evening, Fatia Badmos. Good evening. Okay, yes, Jim Mobutu said bye bye to excuses tonight. Yes, I agree with you on that. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for joining in tonight. It's really an honor to have you right in this room. I am really excited. Maruf Amza, good evening. Naima Kamaldin, good evening. How are you doing? Yes. I am super excited to have everyone. My team are here to make things work. They are here to make things work. If you have any glitches, any problem, let them know. We have 1 more minute to get started. Just 1 minute. We are not wasting any time at all. Anytime at all. I am super excited. I am excited for every single person. Damn! We've waited so hard for this. If you cannot hear me, please leave and come back in. Can others hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. I am seeing comments that I can't hear you. Let me know in the comments. Good evening, Wasidat Omolara. Good evening, Naima. Yes. She said she's doing great. I am super excited. If you cannot hear me, please leave and come back in. Leave and come back in. Please. I really cannot wait to have every single person tonight. I really cannot wait. Oh my goodness. We've waited for this for so long. And I really cannot wait. All right. We have few seconds to go. 1, 2, 3. And I'm bringing my guest in right now. I have my guest right here. DMO, are you ready for me? I am bringing you right in right now. Hello, DMO. How are you doing? How are you? Please, you can unmute yourself and welcome.
I'm fine. Good evening.
I am so excited to hear your voice tonight. It's really an honor to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring the call, for being willing to do your best, for making sure that this is not going to go on without your presence. Every single person, please, are you excited to see DMO? I am always excited to hear from DMO and a number of people because they show me that yes, they have the stuff and they have what it takes to take us on transformative journey. So I am really excited tonight. I am pumped. See, my book is here. So you want to make sure that you are ready. Don't come to events without your writing materials. Yes, good evening, DMO. How are you doing? Yes. She's waving to you. Okay, someone is excited to see you. Yes, very excited. Thank you so much, DMO. Yes. Good evening, DMO. We are all greeting you here. We are very nice and cultured Nigerians. We are greeting you. Good evening, Ma. All right, guys. Tonight we are going to be having something extremely exciting with DMO. DMO is going to be taking us through accountability for success because she wants us to understand what it means to be accountable, what it means to be ready to take the bull by the horn and overcome the power of excuses. And I'm really excited because damn, when DMO holds you, when she holds you like this, she's a real neck presser. She will press your neck and everything. So DMO, I'll be going off the screen now, and I am going to leave you to talk to your people, to give them every single thing that you have for them tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you in the next, how many minutes? 30 minutes.
30, yeah. Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? You don't have to reply. Don't worry. I've read your response to Miss Baki's question. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. It's so great to be here tonight. It's so great to have you guys here. I can see your comment. So, like I said, I'm happy to speak with you guys. Do I still need to introduce myself? Or there is no time, or you already know who DMO is, or should I still introduce myself? All right, I think we should just go ahead. If you don't know me, go and search for my name on Google or any social media platform. You are going to see me there. So some just little housekeeping. If you guys can hear any background noise, please just ignore it and focus on whatever it is that I'm saying. Just ignore it. Can you guys hear me? First things first, can you guys hear me? We have to ask this question in our country. Can you guys hear me? That's the first question. It's like a compulsory question. Can you guys hear me? I can't see the comment though. I don't know if people are commenting or nobody is commenting. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. We can hear you. We can hear you. All right. Thank you. Cultured, cultured tribe of Miss Baki Samzat. I welcome you all to tonight's session. So there's no time to waste and everything. So let's just get right into it. A very special thank you to Miss Balkis for organizing this webinar for you guys. She wants you people to be great. She wants you people to become very, very successful, because if you can do without unnecessary excuses, then trust me, you have no reason not to achieve your goals or not to be successful. So you guys should just thank Miss Balkis, maybe on this live chat, on WhatsApp or wherever. Just thank her for organizing this 3 days event for you guys. So let's talk about, are you guys ready to know how to break those excuses? Are you guys ready to know how to achieve your goals? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Drum rolls. Are you guys ready to know? Or should I just go like, these people are not ready for me. Let me go and meet other people. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for DMO? Ready. All right. I can see that you guys are ready. So let's get into it. So the first thing I would like to say is that by the end of this class, you guys are going to understand how to face your excuses heads on. I'm not saying I'm going to teach you how to avoid your excuses or how you can overcome your excuses. Ms. Bakis is going to teach you that in her book. That book is so like, that book is, how do I describe it? Like I can't find the right word to describe that book. You have to get the book. But what I can promise you tonight is I'm going to teach you how to face your excuses head on. I'm going to teach you what how to face your excuses head on. So before we start, can anybody define what you understand by excuse? Can anybody define it in the comment? Can you tell me, what do you think excuse is? Like what is excuse? What is really excuse? Let me give you an hint. If you know what procrastination is, you already have an idea to what excuse. Excuse is just like another name or word for procrastination. They are family. They are older brother and younger sister, but procrastination is the eldest. So I'm checking the comment. What do you think excuse is? What do you think it is? What do you think excuse is? Let me know. What do you think? I mean, people, everybody on this live chat, you came to this webinar without making some research. Did you come to this webinar without making some research? Don't tell me anybody like, let me know. What do you think excuse is? Let me know in the comments. Why am I not seeing you people's comments? Is it my this thing or it's you guys? What's going on? All right, there's no time to waste. Okay, thank you, Naima. Naima said, excuse is anything that is considered to be a delay or deprivation in doing something that is ought to be done in time. Perfect. That is a good um definition for what excuse is. Aisha said to me, excuse is a reason you give for not doing something. A reason, guys, a reason you give for not doing something. Smart success says excuses are romantic ways of avoiding some tasks you are meant to do. Fatia said excuses are reasons we give ourselves not to do something. Okay, that is, there are reasons we give ourselves not to do something. So one key thing I want you guys to note from your own definition is what you said about reasons we give ourselves for not doing something. The reason we give ourselves for not doing something. So now that's the definition for excuse. Now let me give you an example of someone. There is this lady that whatever she has to do, she would always say, oh, I knew I should have done that, but there's always but so, but now, but. Seriously, it is excuse is like an impenetrable force field. Like when you are making excuses, you realize that your life is not all how you want it to be. It is not all how you want it to be. There is definitely room for, like, I should have done this thing. My mom used to tell us something. She used to tell us something that had I known is the last word of an imbecile. My mom would say, had I known is the last word of an imbecile. When you are making excuses, you tend to use that phrase. Why? Because you're like, just like this webinar. I know that a lot of over 100 people registered for it, but some of them will still not be able to attend because of maybe I want to watch a show, or I and the things that amazed me the most about webinar is people saying that I forgot. You forgot, like so those things. Now, after this webinar, when people start making comments about what you gain, how this webinar helped you and all of that, and the person will say that, and let's say for instance the replay is not available, the person will go, oh my god, had I known, I should have attended. See, don't let had I known be in your dictionary. It is what, like in my mom's language, my mom would say that had I known is the last word of an imbecile, and I'm very sure that we are not imbeciles here. We are not imbeciles. So you have to try as much as possible to avoid that. I can't see you guys comment. Are you guys commenting? What's the comment section dry? People should comment. Had I known is the last word of an imbecile, and I don't want it to be your word. So it is an impenetrable force. Like when you are making excuses, your life is not going to be all the way you want it to be. And one thing about people that make excuses is that instead of taking responsibility for it, they have a whole, I will not say higher education, they have this scroll that they can pull out that is full of all sorts of excuses that they're going to read out of the section called reason why nothing is my fault. People that make excuses, they never accept responsibility. Like they never ever in their life accept responsibility. They will always tell you that it is not my fault. Like, it is not my fault. How is it not your fault? Is it my own fault? These people are very funny. They will tell you that it is not my fault. They can show you like 50 reasons why it is not their fault. Is it my fault that I did not show up? It's not my fault. And that is what accountability is about, taking responsibility for your actions. People who make excuses, they try to evade it. They try to evade. They don't want to take responsibility for their excuses. They just take the responsibility for the reason why they are not doing that thing. I want that to sink in. They don't want to take responsibility, and that is what accountability is all about. Like overall, it's about taking responsibility for your actions. But when there is no accountability, keep on making excuses. And one thing is that making excuses is actually it is a natural human response. We are all social animals, like, and we care about what other things, and we want to do something that makes us fit in. We want to do something that makes us fit in society, like, oh, this is what is trending. You want to feel among, you want to, like, you want to belong. We are like, making excuses is a natural human response. And as people, they rather prefer, like, let's say, watching a show instead of being here, because they want to comment with their friends that I watched the show, I was there, I saw what this person said. They want to feel among. These things are normal, but are we normal people here? Like, people that are worship, are you normal or are you extraordinary? Are you normal or are you extraordinary? We are not normal people. We don't settle for less. We don't settle for crumbs. We hit the full meal, like the whole thing. We hit the whole thing. We take responsibility for it. We don't settle for crumbs. So therefore, we do not make excuses. Excuses are for normal people, like, oh, I know I should have done nothing, I was just, no, we are not normal here. We are extraordinary. Miss Balkis is extraordinary. Fasa is extraordinary. Naima is extraordinary. We are extraordinary. We are not normal people. Leave excuses for those normal people. See, I want you to, like, if you accept that you're a normal person, please, by all means, keep making excuses. I don't have anything to say to you. But if you accept and agree with me that I am extraordinary, then do like do away with excuses. Leave excuses for normal people. Leave it. If you are extraordinary, say I am extraordinary and I'm doing away with excuses. Type it in the chat. I am extraordinary and I am doing away from excuses. I am extraordinary and I am doing away from excuses. We don't make excuse here. Excuses are for normal people, and we are not normal. Here, we are not normal. We are extraordinary. I don't want you to be among those people that will bring out a scroll full of excuses with the title, Reasons Why It Is Not My Fault. It is your fault. Like, it is your fault. Is it my fault? Is it Fatia's fault? Is it Miss Balki's fault? It is nobody's fault. You take responsibility. You own your shit. You own it. You own it. Now, people, like I said, we are what? We are extraordinary, because making excuse is for normal people. Is a natural human response. But we are not normal people here. Miss Bakis is not gathering normal people. She's gathering extraordinary people. She wants to transform your life through her book, Overcoming Excuses. She wants to transform your life through her book, Overcoming Excuses. Now, people who make excuse, they feel happy in the moment because they've avoided a bit of pain. In the long term, however, they will be less fulfilled and can feel anxious or depressed. Now, when I say that they feel happy in the moment, like I use the example of missing this webinar, they may be like, hey, I missed this webinar because of so. Because after they see your comment on how valuable this webinar is or was, they'll be like, I missed out though. I missed out though. But then they'll try to make themselves feel better. Now, notice what I'm saying. You make excuses to us to make yourself feel better about not taking responsibility. You want to make yourself feel better, like, hey, I did not do it because of so. Just for that short moment. And trust me when I say it, that it's only for that short moment. In the long run, you get depressed, because it will be like, is something wrong with me? Am I the only person? Is this not ordinary? Why am I always making excuses? You begin to question yourself, like, what's wrong with me? You begin to feel left out, you begin to feel anxious or even sometimes depressed. So now let's try to understand these people. Why exactly are they making excuses? What is the reason for making excuses? Why are they doing this thing? How can you stop making excuses and start going after your dream instead? I want you guys to note something. Everything I'm saying here is just one thought, like a tag bit of what is in Miss Balki's book. Like, getting that book is going to be a game changer for you. I'm just letting you know in advance. Getting that book Yes, we hit the whole meal here. We hit the whole meal here. Getting that book is what is going to be a life-changing something for you. It's going to be a life-changing decision for you. So I want you guys to get a book. Now, why? My fellow my fellow Nigerians, why do we make excuses? What is going on? Why do we make excuses? Why? Now, I want you to know that there are three main reasons, though there are more reasons which I'm going to discover in Miss Balki's book, but I'm going to discuss just three with you. Just three with you. Now, it can be tracked like almost all the time. Making excuses can be tracked to one or all of these three reasons. And the first one is fear. The second one is uncertainty. And the third one is lack of purpose. I'll be treating these three tonight. And for you to know the remaining ones that may be applied to you should read Miss Balki's book. You should read the book. Now, let's take the first one. Why do people make excuses? We have number one, fear. Now, making excuses can almost always be tracked back to that emotion, fear. And fear can come in many forms. Like, fear can come in so many forms. Like, if I should do this thing, what is going to be the outcome? You might make excuses about going after your dreams because you are afraid of failure. Like, you know what they say, that if your dream is not scaring you, it is not big enough. You know that sentence, I mean statement, that if your dream is not big enough, it's not scaring you. Now you have a dream that is scaring you. You are now scared of the outcome. Okay, now this dream, I'm scared of this dream. But what if I fail? What if I don't get the result I intended? That is fear for you. What if I don't get the result I intended? That is fear. So you might make excuses about maybe reading your book because, oh, what if I read this book and I later do not understand it? Aren't people going to call me a dullard? Aren't they going to say I am Olodo or something? These are your fears. These are your fears speaking to you. These are your fears. Now, the second reason, I'm not going to talk too much on these things. If you want like full in-depth breakdown, you should go and read Miss Balki's book on how to overcome excuses. Now, the second reason is uncertainty. As human beings, we all have six human needs that drive our decisions. And one of our most powerful needs is certainty. Like, okay, like let's say for instance, before I come to this webinar, before I showed up live, I know that people are going to attend this webinar. I am certain about it that okay, and even if it is just one person, people are definitely going to what attend this webinar. People are going to attend this webinar. That is certainty. But what if I am not certain? Perfect example. As I'm someone that is just upcoming, I know like a lot of you are here that you want to start doing what Ms. Balkis is doing. You want to organize webinars, you want to show up live, maybe on Facebook, on Instagram, or whatever it is. Now you have like just 100 followers and you want to go live for the first time. You are uncertain. Are people going to show up or not? Who's going to watch my live video? Now you can make two decisions. It is either you show up regardless of being uncertain, or you leave the ocean and just make the decision of, well, if I should go live, I will have 0 views. Nobody will view or watch my video. That is what a perfect example of uncertainty. You are not certain of the outcome. You are not certain of the result. Like if I should go live with this my 100 followers, nobody might show up. Oh, who am I? If I'm not even popular like Miss Bakis and that, so who will show up? Who will show up? So this is uncertainty. We are driven to avoid pain and seek out things that we know will bring us pleasure. Because if you show up now and nobody views your video, you will be disappointed. And from disappointed, you will feel pain. Like, so you just be like, well, let me just stay in my comfort zone. No, let me just stay. Don't let me go life. Let me live life for the likes of Miss Balkis and that. So when we face a situation that we are not certain about, our brains prefer making excuses over dealing with uncertainty. It prefers making excuses over dealing with uncertainty. So you have two options. Are you going to show up regardless of being uncertain, or you sit back down and make the excuse of, okay, nobody is going to show up for my event, or blah 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 blah, whatever your excuses might be. So uncertainty is also like, it is one of the reasons why you make excuses, because I'm not certain of the results. What if I apply for this scholarship and they did not pick me? Uncertainty. What if I send Ms. Baki Samdat a message and she did not respond to me? Uncertainty. What if I tell DMO, hi, can you be my accountability coach? And she told me no. Uncertainty. So we are uncertain, but nonetheless, you do the damn thing. I'm very sure that for someone like Ms. Balkis, she has invited a lot of people to speak at her event. And there are times that someone's going to like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't attend because of so. But with that, if she had made an excuse like, what if I should invite these speakers? They're going to turn me down. Would you have been here today? Would you have seen me show up and speak to you about uncertainty? Never. But because she did not make the excuse, can you guys see this example I'm using? Because she did not make this excuse, she showed up. She invited the speakers regardless of being uncertain. She does not know whether, okay, maybe DMO has another event or something. She still sent that mail that I want you to speak at my event. And here I am. I said yes. I might have said no, and that will still not stop her from inviting. I'm not the only speaker for this webinar. We have other people, we have panelists and all of that. When these bulkies are stopped, see, can you see how making excuses would affect not only your life, but the life of other people? If she had made an excuse like, well, don't let me invite this speaker, they might tell me no now, and I will get disappointed. But she did this regardless, and that is why you are here. That is why you are listening to me speak. Do you see how using Ms. Bakis Hamzat is a great example? If she had not messaged I and other people, this webinar would not have happened. Or if she said that, don't let me, if I organize this webinar now, how many people is going to show up for it? Now, let's move on to the third reason, which is lack of purpose. Now, people who make excuses often come off as lazy, uninspired, and apathetic. Apathy means lack of interest in something. You are just there, nonchalant. But majority of these people, like, they have goals that do not inspire them. They lack purpose. Like, when you find your passion and live a life of meaning, you will naturally stop making excuses. Now, I'm very sure the reason why Ms. Balkis organized this webinar is because of her purpose. She wants to help people. She wants to transform people's life. She wants to help you become successful. That is her purpose. What is your own purpose? What is your purpose in this life? What do you want to do? What do you want to be known for? Ms. Balkis is known as the value queen. I am known as the global DMO. What do you want to be known for? What is your purpose? Like, what is your purpose? Me being here is fulfilling my purpose. Me saying yes to Miss Balkis is fulfilling my purpose. If I should, assuming I did not have a purpose, I will tell her no, I'm not coming to your webinar. Because that would have been a perfect reason for me to make an excuse, like, it's not my destiny. Which there are some people that they will tell you that there's some event I'm going to get, maybe, I don't know, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I cannot do this because it does not speak to my purpose. So what is your purpose? If you know what your purpose is, trust me, let's say you make excuse like 10 out of 5 times, sorry, 9 out of 10 times, when you have a purpose, it is going to reduce drastically. Like, it is going to reduce. You do things in alignment with your purpose. So when you know your purpose, you are going to reduce the level at which you make excuses. Huh? You are going to reduce the level at which you make excuses. Now, like I said, excuses are limiting belief, and they are the big reason why you don't achieve your goals and dreams. So if you want to become happier and more successful, the first is bust all those excuses. Bust them, those that are keeping you stuck at the same place where you've been for years. Now, like, you don't say that I'm not ready, blah 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 blah. You have to start even before you are ready. You have to start. Like what many people don't know is that there is so much more to goal setting than simply declaring that maybe you want to earn six figures, you want to lose 20 pounds, you want to become a public speaker, whatever your goal is. There is a lot more to that just saying there is a formula for setting goals. Why there is nothing complicated about it? People often underestimate. See, let me tell you, when you set goals, you have to make sacrifices. It is not easy. As I'm speaking with you guys live, I could have been on Instagram, scrolling on Instagram. I could maybe watching a YouTube video, watching a movie, gisting with my neighbor or whatsoever. I was even sleeping. But I am here speaking with you guys. I am here talking to you because what? It is sacrifice. There is no light though. NEPA did not bring light. But I have to look for means so you guys can see me. And I'm not with my friends that, hey guys. So that's the perfect excuse for people that, guys, sorry, there is no light, so you cannot see my face. But I'm like, I cannot make excuse. I have to do something. These people have to see my face. I there is light made an excuse. Bust all those excuses. Guys, you have to bust them. Bust your excuses. Bust your excuses. I'm saying it. Bust those excuses. You have to bust them. Now, what do I say? You need sacrifice. I'm not talking. You will inevitably need to change the way you are doing things. Like this is where most people lose their way. You say you want to change, and yet you are not comfortable with the challenges that you encounter on the path. You challenges. Challenge number one, there is no light. Challenge number two, I had set up my room that I'm going to do this webinar in my room, background, everything. But my neighbors started making noise. I wanted them to shut up. I have to do something. I have to go and look for a quiet place. I could have made the excuse. This is just two challenges, just my own. No, just 1 hour before I came, just not less than an hour ago. I faced this challenge before I came to speak with you guys. I could have really told Miss Balkis that I'm so sorry, I cannot do this thing again because my neighbors they are shouting like crazy. I would have told her that. But no, I didn't. I looked for a way. So there's going to be challenges. It is not easy. Like you have to make sacrifice. You have to make what? Sacrifice. So I don't want you to lose your way here. It's not because I don't want to make a decision. It is going to be easy. It is not easy. You have to make what? Sacrifices. So you have to like reason is a nice word for what actually like the reason why I don't do it is because you see excuse oh. Don't fool yourself with big grammar. The reason, what is the reason? It is excuse you are making it, you are procrastinating. It is excuse. Now what are some of the excuses that you make? Now I want us to do something. I think I've spent up to like 25 minutes. I want us to do something quickly. I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to answer them. We're going to tackle them live on this chat. We'll tackle them live on this chat. Like let's say in like 5 minutes. So I want you guys to respond to my questions quickly. The first question is, what is one area in your life that if you know that if I stop making excuse, I would create like radical different result. Like everything will change for me. It is going to be a game changer. What is that area in life that if you stop making excuses, you will see radical results in your growth and everything? What is that area in your life? That's the first question. The second question, okay, you know what, don't answer the first question. Let's just take this one question. So I'll not take time. Let me just take this one question. Tell me, what is the number one excuse that you're making right now that you don't know how to tackle? That you think that okay, this thing is really, really injuring me. This is the main excuse that I'm making me. What is that excuse? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I want to see your comment. Hurry up and tell me what is that excuse that you are making? Tell me what is that excuse that you are making? Like that biggest excuse that's stopping you from doing things. Let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm waiting. I'm I'm waiting. I'm waiting. All right. I think okay, someone said memorization, my academics, I don't have money, Quran memorization. Okay, I don't want to. The first person that answered was Oluwatomisin Faiso. Okay, I'm going to take the first three. Yeah. So the first thing is memorization. Oh, yeah, memorization. I don't know what's memorization. Is it academics or okay? Whatever memorization it is. Okay, I think I have a lot of memorizations. Now let's take basic memorization. Don't let me focus on maybe Quran or whatever. Let's just take memorization. Now, for you to memorize something, what are the things that you have to put in place? Number one, you have to understand your strength, your ability to memorize something, to retain information. You have to understand your strength. I am different from you. You are different from your roommate. Your roommates can take up a book, glance through it, and understand it immediately. You might be someone that you have to read for 1 hour before you understand it. Some people they have to read it for like a whole day before they will understand it. So the first thing is you have to understand your strength. What is my strength? Like how fast am I able to memorize something? You see that okay, this is where I am lacking. Okay, maybe I don't understand what this person is saying because the grammar was too big or whatever it is. Then try to break it down. Go on YouTube or any platform, search for information, put in the topic you want to memorize, simplify. In fact, ChatGPT, type it, simplify so topic for me. It will break it down for you. That way, you would assimilate it bit by bit, bit by bit. Yes, I saw Quran as well. Your Quran, divide it. When you want to memorize something, divide it. Don't overwhelm yourself that this my exam has come in. I have to read like 50 pages. Divide it. Okay, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to read 3 pages. These 3 pages so will be for this topic. Break it down. You don't have to make excuses. Before you start memorizing, cut out all distractions around you. Cut out all distractions around you. Is it noise? Go to the library. I think every school has a library. Go to the library or go to the garden anywhere that's quiet. Is it your phone? Put it on D and D or take it away if you can do away from it. So know your strength and play at it, your weakness as well. Improve it. Improve it. Second, I think my academic is the same thing. Is it my academic like you are also making excuses that you are not reading or what? I don't understand that. If you can elaborate, Rafiat Okpeyemi. Jimon Mitu said I don't have money. Hey, the kata of everything. Now thank God that Miss Bakis have broken down this in her book. How to deal with the excuse of I don't have money. But I'm going to give you some tips. I don't have money, guy. Like we literally all started from the same place. Like sorry, from a certain place. We all, even if there is money, it is so that it is not enough. So what do you do in case of there is no money? Start with free resources. So let me tell you something. When you have free resources, see what you are able to do with that free resources, they'll be eager and willing to do more for you. That you start seeing money to get paid resources. Now, you don't have money, but you are not even showing effort. You are not showing anything. How would I contribute to your life? You don't have money. This webinar is free. You did not attend. Now buy the book. You don't have money. Did you even attended the free one before saying you did not have money? I know that not having money is a genuine reason for making excuse. Like it is a genuine reason. Like I don't have money. But start with what you have. Start with the resource that you have. Start with what you have. I don't have money is an excuse. Like there's always something to overcome all excuses. I don't have money. Yes, what if I have money? What can I do even if I don't have money? Ask yourself, even without money, what can I do even without money? I'll stop there for that. I don't want to waste our time because I still have some tips to give you guys. Okay, Laura Rofia said, I don't understand what I'm reading. Like I said, if you don't understand what you're reading, ask ChatGPT to to break it down for you. Go to your seniors, ask them for help. Excuse me, so my name is Laura Roshatopemi. I'm a level below you. I don't know if you have time, but when we do have time for me to come and meet you, for you to explain this thing to me, ask them. Go on YouTube. There's nothing on that is not on YouTube. Type the topic there. You see different people that have spoken on it. Go on Google. Ask ChatGPT. Ask what is even senior. Ask your classmates. They will help you. They will help you. So I think Ms. Bakis already wants to tell me that there is no more time. So let me just give you guys few tips. Just like let's say 3 or 4 tips. Now the first thing is use your excuses as signal. Use your excuses as signal. Once you recognize your excuses for what they are, you can begin to use them for your advantage. Like, okay, now this is the excuse that you have. I don't have money. Now, what can I do even without not having money? Ask yourself that question. The second tip is trust the process. Like, there are times where you sincerely want to do something, but the aspect of your schedule or life or whatever that is stopping you from doing it. Just trust the process. Try your best to do away from excuses. It's not when you allow roadblocks to stay in place. So you have to know that you don't let roadblocks stop you from from overcoming or facing your excuses head on. So you have to like don't just trust this process. Just ensure that you are not letting something stop you. You are trying your see from write down your excuses, even if it's 1,000 excuses, and cross everything. Cross everything. Okay, I don't have time. What can I do to frame up my time? Cross all the excuses that you have. Cross everything. Now, avoid other excuses. Avoid them. Buy your friends that once you want to go and read, that's when they're going to come and meet you. That blah 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 blah. Let's go and read later, or 10 minutes later we'll go and read. Those people, avoid them. Their excuses, avoid them. Avoid them. All the questions that you're asking me, see, trust me, my comfort zone is my excuse. Whatever the question is, because I've answered everything in her book. Everything, no. She has treated everything in her book. All the answer you need is in her book. Just go and get that book. Go and get that book. And my last tip is this. Avoid that statement, but that letter was but, but avoid that but. That but is doing a lot of harm than you know. I really like to do it, but I really want to come, but I should have done it, but I would have read more, but what is but? What is but? What of I should have read more, and I am going to read more, and I will start reading more. What is but avoid it. It is not, see, avoid that, avoid it. But cross out your excuses. Cross out your excuses. Cross out your excuses. Miss Baggy, look at the way she's laughing. All at it. Look at that. How will I not return that smile? See smile now. See a smile. So guys, whatever question you have, whatever excuse you have, let me trust me, Miss Buckets have answered everything. She has answered everything in her book. In her book. Everything. So I want you to get the book. Yeah, get the book. The book is not cost at all. It is not cost at all. Get the book, read it. See, she have dissected. It was like what's this thing called? You know, when you want to dissect something, you will know the in total of that thing. She knows the in total of making excuses, and she have broken everything down for you. She has broken it down for you. So just get the book, How to Overcome Your Excuses. Before the end of this month, which I think we have less than 9 days to go, you can get the book at the rate of 2,000 naira. And after this month, this is going to be 3,000 naira. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. You don't want, see, the book is not all these books that you're going to read that they're just going to bombard you with words. In this book, there are images, illustration. You will see it like this. So this that is doing me, this is how it looks like. You will see that this that's doing this is what it looks like. So avoid but, replace it with other positive words like and, yet. Like you okay, there is no light, yet I showed up. My neighbors were shouting, yet I showed up. Like, turn these things around. You can turn them around, bust them, cross everything, dot every I and cross every T's of your excuses. So, guys, there you have it. For you to know more, go and get Miss Barclay's book. I hope, and hope I delivered and you gain something from this. Thank you
Oh
for.
my goodness, this is not just delivery. This is the whole meal. Like you said we don't eat the crumbs. We have the whole meal here. And this is like the whole meal. I don't know who has seen these 12 slices of pizza. One person just sitting with 12 slices, one whole box of pizza and just finishing it. Demo, why now? Why? Those that missed the live session now, they've missed you. You've given them tips and all of the. Oh my goodness, them fine now, eh? But really, guys, I want to see your fire emojis, your fire emojis right in the comment section ASAP. ASAP. I want to see your fire emojis. Like I want to, like I don't want this inbox to rest right now. I want to see your fire emojis because I was see my book. I was literally penning down stuff. Wait, it's me that want
Wow.
to say, oh my goodness. Thank you
Um,
so much. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you so much. Thank
welcome.
you very much. And I want to say a very big thank you to you, DMO. It's an honor to have you crunch all of the fire in you for that very little time. Thank you so much. And guys, the book, the link to get the book and also how to get it is going to be available on what's that day, on the 23rd. I want you to sit back and enjoy all of this. Don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself. You have everything that you need to have. And then we're going to go on to the fireside chat. And my people are ready, they are waiting, and you just do not want to miss any part of it. But please do yourself the favor of not missing any part of it. See, tonight the reason why I'm adding fireside chat is because there is a part of me that almost died due to excuses on my own personal life. If you've ever read my newsletters, you see a story I told about 9 days not being able to do anything in my house. At the point I felt like I was going to die, and that's why it's going to happen. So I want you to please stay with us. We are moving on to the next session. Demo has showed you all that she has to offer when it comes to accountability. Find her on Facebook, on Instagram, every single platform. Go to her DM and tell her how this was for you. No, don't come and tell me. I don't want to know. Just tell her what she did for you tonight. Because trust me, even if you did not buy that book, if you read, if you listen to this session well, for the next 1 year, your life should not be the same. I am telling you that. Even if you do not read that book, just for the next 1 year, with what she shared with you, your life should not be the same. So if your life is not the same, it's you and your village people. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we are going to move on to the next session. DMO, thank you so much for joining in, and take care of yourself. Bye. Thank you so much. Guys, you get the link for the next session in the next few minutes. Please join in. You are going to hear about self-care, and you just do not want to. You just do not want to miss out on that, because your self-care is very important and excuses take a very big toll on it. DMO, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening.